Derek Lunsford was a Pittsburgh Pro, was a Nick Walker Rob. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. As expected, the Pittsburgh Pro was a very exciting competition as far as the open division. Let's get right into it. Michael Krizo, 5th place. He should be satisfied, happy that the judges gave him 5th place. Said it before, his update picks, he filters the things he posts. Nothing crazy, but you don't get a really accurate assessment of what he looks like. And I said he needs to bring up his back. And that's one thing I was questioning in his update picks because he wasn't showing his back. He didn't bring up his back. He needs to do something about his posing. He looks like he's starting to suck wind up there. He looks like he's getting distressed. He needs cardiovascular endurance. He needs to spend a lot more time working without posing so he can present himself much better. I don't care how great a physique you have, if you don't present yourself properly, it's going to hurt you tremendously. Michael Krizo will be happy with 5th place. 4th, William Bonac. Some are still saying that maybe he could have edged Martin out for 3rd. Yeah, maybe. William Bonac was going to the Olympia anyway because he won his Olympia qualification at the Detroit Pro. Once again, he's defying logic. At his age, he shouldn't still be making improvements. Not the old, like I said over and over again, not the old William Bonac, but from where he slipped to and what he keeps on bringing each time he steps on stage now, pretty amazing. He's going to the Olympia, like I said. I do expect to see him in the top 10 once again. Where in the top 10, I don't know. I'm not going to make a prediction on that. But I also have a gut feeling that he might step up and make an announcement and call it a day after the Olympia. Martin Fitzwater, we're expecting a little bit more from him at this show. Some people were picking him for the win. He was talking about how he's going to come in 8 to 10 pounds bigger than the Olympia with as much or if not better conditioning. Didn't quite pan out. I don't know if it was the fact that he put on that much weight in a short period of time that ultimately led to some of his issues, but he definitely wasn't what he brought to the Olympia. He was sweating a lot. You could see it on his face. He knew things weren't going all too well for him. 1st and 2nd, Nick Walker and Derek Lunsford. Now, I'm not going to make a major stink over it. I still had Nick Walker winning. I think the majority of the fans went for Nick Walker, but beyond just the fans and the other people with their YouTube channels that are not actually part of business or former competitive bodybuilders, a lot of the YouTube channels, a lot of the creators were going towards Nick Walker, but even more important than that, there are a lot of people that are in the industry saw Nick Walker winning out. It's apples and oranges, pick your flavor. I don't think Derek was as good a package as he brought to the Arnold. Let me rephrase that. Derek wasn't as good a package as he brought to the Arnold. Maybe about on par with what he brought to the, last year's Olympia, but he didn't at least maintain or make improvements. Like I said in previous video, those of you that had written Nick Walker off, you made a big mistake because it's obvious he's back and he's back strong. It was close in the judges' eyes. According to the scorecards, Nick was leading 7-8 after prejudging, and Derek was winning at the finals 7-8. So it was a total tie. In the words of Tyler Mannion, I don't know if he didn't say it exactly like this, but it's what he was expressing. It's the first time ever that they had a sudden death in a bodybuilding competition. They had to bring Derek and Nick out again to make comparisons. If you look on it on a post-for-post basis, and I went through it in the previous video, I think Nick wins the majority of the poses. And at the Derek Lunsford, who was supposed to have this great back, the best back in bodybuilding right now, or maybe the best or one of the best in history, he has a great back, yes. But I'm not so sure. Those are his bread and butter shots, the back shots. I'm not so sure that he won those back shots. Like I said, it's apples and oranges. Choose your flavor. But it's also bodybuilding. Nick was bigger, harder, I think better condition. And like I just said, he might have taken Derek's bread and butter shots. Nick's not finished. He's going to New York next week. There's nobody there that's going to stop him. He's going back to the Olympia. Does this win that Derek had now mean he's going to beat him at the Olympia? No, not at all. I've seen in the past, you have two guys battling it out, first and second. One guy wins. They both jump in the same show a week or two later, and they switch positions, switch places. It's not set in stone. So, and like I said, a lot of people in the industry also felt that Nick won. It is what it is. I'll accept the decision. I'm not going to make a major fuss out of it. I do feel, though, Nick should have gotten a nod, but we will see him at the Olympia. There's nobody in New York that's going to step in his way, stand in his way, and I want to see these. I want to see them, all the contestants battle it out with each other at the Olympia. But I'm really, really looking forward to seeing Nick and Derek battle it out again at the Olympia. It could be a little different story. If you agree or disagree with anything I've said, Please let me know in the comment section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.